Here, we're gonna continue from last time. We got 196 emeralds or rather. With last part, it was mainly talking. I didn't actually pay attention, but I did not notice that when I was doing it, it freeze screamed like when I was doing it, so you would only hear talking. So in the last part, I did 100. We got 16 more emeralds. I had to build another villager house, so I'll show that very quick because I believe I was out of range with the village, so I wanted to make sure trades could have gone through. We're just kind of left up in the air why population's not happening. Yeah, but other than that, then I do want to say that, and then Creeper got chanted his diamond boots from like 2 parts ago. I was able to get the chance out finally, but I have to see more lapis before I can finish the modifications. Well, yeah, technically you would have to borrow my pickaxe. But and also I need to work on like I had to build. That was it. It's like I moved it here. Like I left the old building because I'm going to use it as a storage house. I'm hoping that would fix it. Plus I put a random bed in some villager's house, hoping that would solve the problem. Because, well, like, right now everything is by a standby. Standby. Like, see, I really don't know what was going on. Like, I believe the beds are not being detected, and that's probably partially the reason why it's not working. Who knows exactly? Because we do want to get a villager to get a mending book. So, a librarian at least. So yeah, it's basically moreover, you're going to have to camp an area. Like, not camp an area, basically. Like, sit around, wait, and do all that. With that in mind, I'm going to actually be right back, because, the Fleecher just reset its trades. Oh, yet again it did? Yeah, like, he was before last part where it was X out. Like, now he wants more sticks, but not with an increased price. Just the same amount. That's good. So, yeah, I do want to clarify that issue from yesterday. That's what I was only saying before we continue. Like Master Trader is not long a dimension. It's just moreover, hey, I have time. Like, hey, we need to sit here and do time. And that. Let's need to check up on something for a minute. Wait, no. Oh, yeah, just in case it crashed or something. Give it a second. So yeah, with other than that, with like I'm trying to think what I need to do. Kind of a little dark on my screen. My view, but it probably won't be dark on your guys'. Who knows? So I'm not really too worried. So, time for me to make more. This is while I check on that thing. Like, what else need to hang around the village? Yeah, but why keep doing that if you try to hang around? Well, I left it so I can go do more get the wood to get those trades, remember? Well, we have, like, wood store in our house or something? No, I need to go get more wood to cut. I'm gonna wait until it becomes day. So that way it would be like I have a fresh day of cutting wood. Good idea?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Fresh day of cutting wood. Hold on. No. Hold on. My stove. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Stuff going. Okay. So yeah, I think during this part, as well as, it's like certain achievements are kind of long in that, but like right now, of course, I mentioned Master Trader. We're doing Master Trader. There's that, but so right now 196 emeralds. But so I'm doing a stick trade, then I'm gonna hang around the village, see if the whole thing will be fixed. But first, before I do that, I'm actually gonna do this very quick. Turn up my brightness a little bit. You can see my little iOS controller. It's at least a bit easier. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we should be good for 2 hours. But, okay. So it's already becoming night. See inside crate? So you can get back to the dang village. Oh, before I do, like, another thing I might do with the village is hurry up and get some torches around it. You think? Yeah, so that way it wouldn't be like a mob problem. Like, I won't have a problem with, actually, I will start by, trading, with the wood I have so far. Like, all the sticks I'm gonna have from this wood. How full is my inventory right now? Not even there. Yeah. To continue adding to our big count of emeralds. So, in this part, for sure, we're gonna get to, 250 out of the 1,000 we're supposed to do. But, I don't know how much from there. Like my last part, I did bring up a comment like we might have to do more farms, like get farms in. That could also solve the problem. But it's just a suggestion.
No. No.
Yeah, at least I will do a letter trade. Guess I'll have to get more. He closes the door on my face. So yeah, Cole's back up. Okay, that brought our count up to 210. Let me write this down very quick. I should have put in. And yeah. It caused a little hole in the paper now. Great. I just caused a little hole. That's it. And broke for another one. Well, I'm alright with that. I just moved it over. So yeah, because I did mention before in many parts, I'm not going to mention it again. So, let me go get that one now. For at least stick trade. Stick trading. Because yeah, it's going to be like, I'm going to have to hang around the village like more, like... Could always be the... I was gonna also say, like, they might need bread. All that. It was, like, weird how the breed villagers, like, first you, like, need enough beds.
forgot it. Get in the water, man. Get in the water. Get in the water. Tadpole, get in the water.
You're silly.
I forgot the... Alright, I forgot I just need one. There. Larva's gonna go free. Go have fun.
Like, it's like most of the time, it's like... I don't know what to say about Master Trader. It's like...
Here, I can give you my description.
No.
Oh, we're done.
Yep, that's basically it. Because anyways, we're gonna use the village for mending books because we don't want to sit there and do like a big
But yet again,
training.
the pro about doing Master Trader anyway. So like one pro of it, you would have enough, like almost enough emeralds to
Build beacon, yeah.
either build the beacon or if you just get iron and just do it that way, which I say more efficiently, but it saves the iron.
It's like
I'm gonna just clean up the village since I got my job. I want done.
put a tadpole in the bucket.
Tadpoles and buckets.
Yeah, it's like you do nether travel would be the best. Like we'll do like nether fast travel, but first we'll do the
We need air phase travel. We got ice region here. Now we just have to figure out where's the best place of warm water where I can drop the tadpole in the water.
well, like we still have the other stuff like jungle related. I'm just bringing up some mentions we have to do. For sure, when it like goes night, I will definitely get back to the house because it would have been terrible if Minecraft does release an update that makes it like, oh yeah, you can do different variations of sticks.
Hey, hello, this is Logan Minecraft. Today we have different. Today we have the bamboo stick.
Yeah, I know, we had the bamboo plank stick. And then you would just look at them like, it's just a stick.
Also means we screwed over the trading for all of you. Have a good day.
Yeah, darn it, we have to just keep using oak wood. Like, I was working on cutting down a big tree. So, yeah. Like, because we already did that under section with that. I think I'm gonna do, like, a pathway over the mountain or whatever.
There's I got some fish that you can trade if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
There's already been a 64 pack anyway, and you cast at home.
Okay. Yeah, because I was once in there a while and then it had gone. So the fisherman must have already come down with saying, okay, yeah, I'm doing increased prices, all that. Okay, it's already coming night.
Got out when I did.
I get there, I'm just gonna... So yeah, it's like we're gonna... I'm gonna hurry up, do that, like, trades.
So yeah, in this chest right over here, there is.
I must have already taken it out, because I think I have all of the fish. No, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, it's been in there for a while.
Before I go, I'm cooking up the meat, not the fish. Because I still have to do my crazy, you know what.
We have a lot of sugarcane paper, like almost everywhere.
Yeah, it's like, when it comes morning, we should just go head back to the village to see how we can work on finishing up the village. You understand?
I'm just trying to modify, like, change everything, get everything. You can trade off the tripwire hooks to the feature.
Not yet. He's not level up there yet.
He isn't okay. I just didn't know. You have string.
Well, yeah, sure, string trade. I'll take that. I have to leave this 6 here because it's 10.
I'm just going to take it because I'm organizing stuff. So.
Yeah, you can hurry up and do that while I finish doing, like, woodworks. First, I need... Yeah, you know what the...
Same damn materials in the different damn chassis.
Is that your chest? No, that's the same damn straight chest.
No. No. Even bad. You failed.
It's like... No, it's like... that would have been hilarious.
That was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That was not for you. They were kicking after the other people.
So yeah, it's like I want to be honest though. It's like we could try to do is like one things to keep us occupied or whatever is try to flatten the Siam Mountain over here. Not like too much, but make it like a more steadable, walkable. I'm just saying. But mainly we have to hang around the village, hope for the best that they will get the village to grow. For mending, or we find another one village and just build a rail system there, Drew. Or even could be far away. I mentioned nether travel.
Yeah.
Who knows? It works either way. I knew I forgot some.
But yeah, as soon as we get into there, we don't teleport anywhere near anything that we use.
I know, that would have been funny. But it's more likely going to happen like that anyway, so it's not going to be so surprising.
This reminds me of what I had to deal with.
No,
The
you
worst
know,
part is
it's
with,
like
mining in the nether is that
no, it only reminds me when so it was like okay, so I had to like reload myself from the world and whatever.
for some random reason he was traveling still like one direction and somehow the game
I ended up
allowed
like
him to teleport like 600 blocks.
it was like
away
300 blocks, but the funny part is I was in front of a bastion, and I already have like I don't know 3 pigmen chasing me, piglings like 20 of them at least. I can recall 20 of them chasing me, and I ended up killing them all.
I think it was weird because it was like
And
the
it-
game crashed.
Well, it was first like the game crashed. I think it was the game crashed, so I had to reload.
Something happened. You were able to, for some reason, get distance before they were able to load the header, and you end up winning.
You have to be so grateful that, well, it was like at the edge of lava pool, so good thing is I didn't travel that far much, or else I would have been in the lava pool. True. Okay, I dropped that for now, those two. Can you, come to the mountain?
Why?
I kind of did a little oopsie.
Inventory scroll or something?
Yeah, I kind of did a little oopsie.
Alright, the mechanic's on, so in a minute. Just give them a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave, like, stuff here. I just need you to remove, the stuff, like, 2-1 stairs. You know, I'll head back to the house and re-grab this stuff. But it's on top of the mountain where that big tree is, mate. Oh, did I forget a block in it? I might. Okay. Let me just get that. Where that tree is, there is a, like, pile of saplings. Kind of need to regrab those because there's, like, no birch trees here left.
I think you stink birch trees.
Like, I wouldn't say a stink.
Well, first of all, there's no way
So
to
take a left.
Alright, what's the problem?
Okay, so you need to come over here. So,
So I know where you are. I can see you.
okay, so there's like a...
I talk to that place. Long story short, I can see you with,
Okay, so turn around. So I need you to see where those 2-1 stairs are and the crafting table is.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and, behind that should be the saplings on your right. And stuff. Can you also remove the crafting table and the 2 stairs and bring those back to the house? Okay. Or I can pick those up, okay? I'm just gonna throw into a chest before I come back and, like, help organize. Like, I need to really, like, just... Yeah, you know what? It's already gonna be coming day, so never mind. Night, so never mind about me going to the village.
Yeah, I'm going there from I'm going to go there from
What? Why? Let me just do this very quick, because I know it's about to break. Put that here. Okay, I'm just going to the top, gathering those things, and then... Yeah, I'm thinking something bread related. That was the whole thing. Like, they need a certain amount of bread.
the villagers need a certain amount of bread, probably, or just something for that triggering.
Like, we might have to just, like... hold on, is that... Yeah, it's disappearing all the way. Or maybe I feel like I know why it's probably doing that. It's already coming nut.
Child of this blood.
So, it was because they were low on food?
Probably.
Or because now that child is born, we're gonna get more. We have 3 lectern tables, and one of them has to be a stonemason because that's the last table there, and one is gonna have to be a farmer, and one is gonna also have to be a toolsmith. So that's like 3 jobs before we can permanently start making like librarians.
Ideally many months, because I'm going to just fish, or alternatively plant a book. I just think at least a book of protections 3.
Yeah, it's like
And then I can just get everything else I need done, put on one book, and then trade
I'm just
for the mending books, put on my armor,
it's like
buy a pickaxe, buy a sword.
yeah.
Well, actually, wait, if that's the case...
Yeah, we're just gonna be here for a while, so we might as well just buy ourselves a sword, but buy you a diamond pickaxe so we can save emeralds. Good point. I mean, not emeralds, but diamonds.
My diamond sword, I need to go get more lapis lazuli so that we don't...
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, before I leave, let me at least put my 2... Yeah, it's like I do need to buy a new pair of shears, or what I need to do is, go ahead and, buy a new shears, or just wait until mending. Because usually I always have the overpowered shear, where I have, like, mending on it. And I just have mending and unbreaking on it, because I think I do have unbreaking on it, because I think you can do that, because it makes it last longer anyways. But man, with mending and unbreaking on that, yeah, it's like an OP item, because after you do your first, like, a chant, I think something on the list is we should do, like, a cow den.
Sure, there was nothing.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, we just need to keep it all up. Like,
Eventually, we're gonna hit the main goal.
there's that. That's all I have of that. By the way, we could start making me boats because apparently it's oak boats. Not oak boats, spruce wood boats for an emerald. One spruce wood boat for an emerald. He's asking for more. Okay. Did I seriously did the stupid unthinkable?
What?
Bugger.
What?
I was just a little bit too quick. I did something so retarded. You and Dad would have killed me. About that,
What did you do?
do you have like a storage closet where I could put a bunch of useless items at?
Oh yeah, very funny because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I kind of accidentally made 57 crappy tables. Well, at least one is infinite. I have to give it credit. It's not bad.
Well, yes, you have storage for 57 crafting tables.
Okay, so yeah, so far we did like 1 landings, hoping to get over 250 emeralds. We got 256 so far. So yeah, this is expanded from parts. Just saying, like it started not in part 1, but in part 2. It started the trading, and then I did more trading from the parts beyond that, including the one where it's on the yesterday's one was a scream. So that there would be later. I'll be doing one of these things later tonight, but right now we're I have to hang.
Make it first. What should we make it first? Should we try to make it a librarian first, or should we?
How about we worry about doing the other stuff because I can probably get it done in this part. The one known as the stonemason one, You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, at least get the stonemason, yeah.
Yeah, stonemason. Then I can waste some of those emeralds just to do the pot achievement. So yeah, where you put the emeralds at, anyways? Or you never got around? Yeah, you probably didn't get around doing it.
No, I have no emeralds on me, so.
No, I meant like storage housing emeralds.
Oh, yeah, I didn't, like,
Got around to it.
never decided yet to organize. We're gonna just hang out at the village and just make sure everything can.
Yeah, it's like maybe what we should do is because you have torches on you, right?
No, I just have to make them when I get back.
Actually, let me take them all out. Okay. Oh, there you are. Hey, there we go. It's in the house. Because I can have even sticks. I was gonna take these torches I just made very quick and just go around the main area of the village and light it up. Good idea? So that way we won't have the undead as the problem.
Just be careful to take into account. Reports say there's a polar bear on the
Yeah, that was the issue I have where our village is. It's like I have to be so careful where polar bears are. Like, if I had, like, diamond armor, I probably could live the hits more. It's like, with iron armor, I think your armor, you only can take, like, 3 hits as well. My armor is same thing, 3 hits, but then you're dead from a polar bear by mistake. Usually they only... It's like, I don't know how could you tell if they're hungry or not. That's probably the whole thing. So I'll put a torch here, here, here. I know it's gonna be like... I don't need a torch right here if I have one there. Yeah, that's not a deep cave piece. I'm just like going to cover like little things about the village. Like I want to try to do is probably we might do the idea where we're gonna build like a wall, not like a whole wall, but like a 2-block wall around the village, the whole entire village, just so that way we can keep the things out. You know what I'm talking about, at least. Like, mainly I'm just doing this just in case we can't make a block radius. Like, we can't, like, run very far. And so it would give, like, time for us to go comparing to, like, okay, we have to leave now or whatever.
Should I just start throwing the tables and stuff in this? I guess I'm going to just put the lecturing table for bed to bed.
Oh, yeah, that was a bunch of lecturing tables I had already.
Yeah, I'm just going to kind of move them over.
Yeah, it's like... Actually, we just probably needed a spark. That's why it wasn't working right.
Give me a shovel, and then I can go let these all on the scrabble and then trade from emerald.
Yeah, true. Well, it depends on if it's flint or not. Well, it's guaranteed flint if you use a fortune-free shovel. So yeah, I basically finished the torch lighting I can do. Like, I probably just need a little bit more torches if I want to finish it. So I knew it wasn't going to work like that. Yeah. Can I at least put some over here because I just want to forget over here. It's just to make our village a little bit more safer than it originally was. I have to let her in. Let me actually do that now. So yeah, we're playing the waiting process. I'm hoping that we get another child to grow. Like right now we have one growing. So we got more to wait on. Hold up. I didn't plan to do that, but I did it. Anyway. Here, I'll do my fake dead. Plain dead. There. And then...
What we're just doing right now is
yeah, it's just more over. It's just the holding is just wait. Okay, it's night. Well, we'll just stay here. We'll sleep in the beds here. So that way it's just... I'll get more beds soon.
That was a joke. Alright.
Okay, that's good. That means, that means there are more children?
Hello, sir. Congratulations. You're now working for a company. That's it. Have a good day. Bye.
Yeah, I forgot to grab the coal from the house. I better just do that.
And warning, security system there, and robberies in progress.
I might do, like, yeah, because I have to, like, do a couple things. Oh, you remind me. I still have to do that one. Here we go. Hey. Hey, stop hurting the rabbit. Oh, it reminds me. I forgot about that one. Rabbit stew. I need it.
Oh, you need to cook and eat rabbit. Or...
I'm gonna already... I already did that one.
rabbit stew, which
I think... No, not time for stew. Time for stew is that, Hold on, did I did rabbit season, so I don't need... There we go. There would be another one for the Peflon cats, so that's 3 right there. So far we got 3 of them. I'm just trying to see, No, there isn't, no. There isn't one for,
Oh, I could, sir, you could buy yourself, sticks.
Oh, new ones now? New sticks?
And they're only gonna cost you a half a stack.
So, the deals didn't change. Yeah, yeah, no, we don't have to craft our rabbit stew. It's just a suspicious we have to get.
Yeah.
So farmer might be a good option right now. I'm gonna first do the sticks, then I'm gonna hurry up and do the, you know what. Who wants more?
I don't.
Okay, so that's another 6 team. Because I don't know how much bouts I'm going to get to, and I don't want to lose count if it does happen like that. So, so far it's 72. I'll actually be right back after I get... I'm going to have to get, you know...
I'm just exploring the area at the moment to see if I can find out where,
That's how it is.
Yeah, what jobs do everyone have?
I actually forgot to bring my crafting table back.
How many crafting tables do you have to repeat?
I don't know because first of all, I accidentally made 58 of them. Actually, I had made 57 of them, not 58 of them, because the 58th one was already one I kept on me all the time.
The one in the middle of the dirt somewhere.
So yeah, I made 2. So yeah, that one I made like at the first part, if I do recall exactly. It's like
Where I don't know where the other villagers are. Villagers showed me one.
yeah, I'm gonna be fun doing my part. It's where I'm just going to go ahead and hurry up and start making boats. Where's the setting of the sun right now at?
It's above me, so.
Okay, we're still good. Yeah, it takes usually, I think it was like, it's set for the children, it takes like, usually 30 to 25 minutes. I think it was just like 25 minutes, because originally I thought it was like 20 minutes. Well, there's no hostile mod for that, but, you can get that one if there's a hostile mob that is a pillager. Like, I don't want to do a pillager yet, without knowing that I can secure my gear. And then when the pillager thing does happen, before we do that, we might as well just hurry up, get the walls up for the village. So, but I do need to purposely get a hostile mob in the village, and we're being attacked. I think I will do that one very quick. We'll just stay up a night very quick while everyone's in their house. Sounds good? I'm purposely going to bring a mob close and then sound the alarm. I think we'll do that very quick. So that one's out of the list. Sound the alarm. That one is, yeah. I would say sound the alarm is like a beginner's one you could do of the achievements. Because I think I only can get a total of 16 bouts. One bouts. I'm gonna put a crafting table and then do that. Like, it's just to do a fisherman trade very quick. So we can continue with this flow of Master Trader. Because at least once it's done, it's like... I don't know how, like, the rest will go, but... for a second. I'm actually going to, so I can keep my numbers in track, like, so I don't have to, like, minus. I'm just going to give him my emeralds. So, I'm going to bet it's just 16. Team Spirit Spouts. Okay, hold on. Very quickly, before I go to sleep, I'm actually going to hurry up and do one that I wanted to do very quick. That is called Sound the Alarm. To get that one, you simply, it doesn't matter what, it could be day when you do this one. Doesn't need a quick mob. Like, it has to be a hostile mob though, so it has to be like a creeper, a skeleton. It could be any of those hostile mobs. Yeah, I still need to light up some of the area. Here we go. So, where's Milltown? Over there? Oops. Oh, I actually helped Iron Golem. There we go. There we go. I actually got a creeper. So, what you simply have to do is have a hostile mob like a creeper, for example. I personally don't suggest a creeper, but we're just gonna use the creeper for the time being. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Come here. Get in here. I totally forgot. Hey, get your butt in here. Get your butt in here. Sit. Get inside the house. I forgot cats are, creepers are afraid of cats, so what we're going to do is bring this creeper to the alarm that is up here. And then when he's close enough, like he's going to be close enough about right now, that would be the achievement. The achievement would pop right after you ring the bell, so That is sound the alarm. Because I want to get this one covered now, because I was planning to cover the village with walls, so that way no pillagers would get in. So, okay. So go to sleep. I will mark down sound the alarm. In a minute. Okay, give me a second. Kramer just made us lunch very quick, so.
Yeah, that's like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Creeper, can I borrow some of your steak? You don't mind if I borrow some of your steak? You don't mind if I borrow some of your steak? Okay. Because I have to do some trades. Yeah, like, I might head back home anyways, because I still have to, I have some food to cook, but I just needed some because I was very low HP. I don't want to lose 30 experience yet.
Of course, you don't want to lose good experience.
Yeah, okay, so, let me start doing this. I gave you the emerald to hold on for a second. Because I was earlier creating boats.
Oh, yeah, crazy.
What? For an emerald for the you-know-who. I do need to mark something down on my paper after. Just for a minute. I just need to, finish doing the thing I was doing with boats. Okay? I think it's a total of 12 boats you can sell, I mentioned. And it does have to be boat Pacific, so it has to be in. If you were going to do that boat trade, it would have been spruce boats.
Wait, oak refining?
Yeah, it's. We probably have to get back home just to get more bread to get more villagers in. It could just because there is a low like one method. One of the baby villagers just grew up. We just got ourselves a weaponsmith. So I'll do that as one of the trades. Very quick weaponsmith. Want me to do that?
Yeah, you want to think about that?
Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. So I'm getting kind of sidetracked over here.
Focus on the mission at hand.
By the way, do you have any extra fish? Because with that, I also have to do the achievement for, feline cat or whatever. So I got. Where is sound the alarm?
Part of village update.
Yeah, I need actual fish from you. Can you, go do that for me very quick?
Then you were get to me then before I leave. I have 5 fish.
Alright, give me some second. Actually, it's not. Yeah, sound the alarm. Is that? So I found what I wanted to mark down. So we just did sound alarm just not too long ago.
Actually, what I'm gonna give you is
Mhm.
the rock cod and that because you don't need the puffer fish yet.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I can. Wait, where is the fisherman? First, A. Cool. That was 1 emerald for the cod.
Yeah, because more fish prices bumped up.
Okay, I'm gonna be marking down the emeralds at the end of this. I can apparently make more boats.
Wow, really?
Then I'm gonna have to see with the Fleacher. And then I'll total up the emeralds we have because I'm not buying anything yet with the toolsmith. Or trading yet until I know for sure. Yeah, that's what it is. Before, let me. Oh, I need to do something first before I do that. Think about my sandwich. It's just something side, and it's important. So let me start with 6. I think. I even have enough room for... No. I'll come back for the R6 because I don't know if I'm going to have to stop with that. And then I'm going to have to see it for sticks. Like, can I do sticks again? Okay, there it is. There we go. That would be that before I reel take start. Yeah, that would be number 4. Got number 4 of the, you know what, cats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I need to sit here and let the village grow. Oh, what? Before I take... No, I have to... Okay, for real, let me get the... I'm gonna actually have enough emeralds to buy an iron sword from him, so I'm gonna actually do that. Okay, now he's done asking for my boats. Now it's time to check on the Fleacher. Like, okay, I can go back stick selling. No, time for me to craft more wood. Okay, it stops, so we boost our total from the total from 272, 72, all the way into 310. That's a big amount right there. So I will be right back. Yeah, let me hurry up and do that. There's a toolsmith. Here's a toolsmith. Yeah.
Your weapons,
Your weapon.
Buy that sword you can.
Here. I'll put my cell phone too.
I just want to buy.
Here, can you hold these now? You can do other trades with these, but... So, I have a clean inventory for them. Okay?
I'll eventually go back home and grab the emeralds I need. I'm just gonna stick here and hold out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick in the house for a minute, because I'm gonna have to take care of something. Then I'm gonna eat very quick before I continue. Well, we need to know, one of us are gonna have to be lookout. Make sure it comes down. This is your crafting table, by the way.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use up the sun swords and then I'll use up the iron one. It's just
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like, I choose to buy it. It's like... It doesn't
By the way,
take the opportunity with emeralds.
yeah,
Because literally, if you think about how much emeralds and how much blocks you have to make, you're only making 111 blocks with emeralds. You know that? If you kept all the emeralds for Master Trader, I mean, your last emerald could just be waste for starting that beacon, but you need like I don't know. From there, 51 more blocks. It's very hard to tell. My mind is kind of fizzy about that one. So yeah. That's what I'll probably do. Cook up stuff from the house and start working on the wall idea. The whole idea with the wall. You like that idea?
I'm eventually going.
So yeah, I just hurry up and did the achievement sound the alarm because I wanted it to be safe. You understand?
I'm eventually going.
With that one.
Eventually, I'll get more here to get more villagers.
Yeah. Well, it depends on bread and beds. True?
Mm-hmm.
I could go back training for 57
Mm-hmm.
for 6, but I'll wait till the deal goes down.
Let's go.
It's better off for me to wait till the deal goes down, am I right? So yes, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna start having this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna first have the sandwich and that. I might change it after dinner and I'll spoil myself. Literally, I want to say this from Master Trader. It's more over. It's literally us just waiting. It's just basically trade, wait until deals go down, and then trade again. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't try to do the same mistake because of all these razor hands not being good. It's like I have to clean this off. Like I have to look. See this? Like I have to erase this off on a piece of paper or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just to get it clean, true.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take like a minute. So, there is Master Trader and all that. I feel like one of the things I didn't like, so I'm just gonna say this out, is like the 7 Seas achievement. It's like you have to do the achievement you have to sail the 7 Seas, but you cannot like use Nether for that. You have to physically walk away. And look at the easy way. By trying to do it. So I believe they just spawn you from the world and reload you in the world every time you leave the Nether. Is that true? At least now he's giving me a permanent weaponsmith. Just give that credit. That's it, really. We're just chilling until the training. Yeah, I'm not gonna sandwich. I'm gonna go back. I'm probably just gonna gather more wood. Okay? Yeah, gather more wood. Or you probably, you know what? Buy me an iron axe very quick so I can gather wood. Sounds good?
Or I can give you back your 1 second. But I'm just. Excuse me.
Alright, normal.
Alright, here you go. 32 sticks for normal. just realized like I should have gave you my puffer fish so you could trade that whenever with the fisherman.
You can do that now.
Do we come back with the iron or?
I think we're good.
Are you sure with the tool stuff?
You know what? You probably can.
I was gonna come back with the iron so you can trade with them so we can get so we get this then start trading diamond swords and stuff.
Yeah, we'll just. First, I'm gonna have the. Did you buy an iron axe from him? No, or no?
If not, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I still need more sticks. Alright, continue. Eden. Let's get more sticks. Like, I feel like majorly, so like, we might majorly sit here and do this very quick. So that way I would be able to do more later. Gathered coal, there's enough coal for trade. Like, there's a chest with like 45. Okay. Yeah, just meet me at the villager's house. And then check that left chest next to the map, did you?
The left one's the wall.
Yeah, I know, I meant the right. No, okay, leave the coal there. There's not enough trade for coal. Because we're down by one piece.
I'll get there in a minute.
Yeah, just make sure you do a food run, Drew. Bring back food. Like, I think the last time I'm messing around with a village, it's just to get all the cats. You understand? Because I forget whatever part was the first cat. The second cat came from another part. And just right now we got the next two. Out of the 20 cats. In one part we did like cover all the bee-related achievements, except for one all the way that was wax off. That was like the video that was after. The video after was wax on, wax off. So I'm not gonna do that as like leave a link, whereas you could just go look at the previous ones and find it very quick. Oh. Okay, that's another 16 emeralds to the count. So we're at 26 now. Oh, 1,000, 26. So they're gonna send the house, wait for you to get here, and I'm just gonna do off my emeralds, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna use it for the toolsmith, and after toolsmith, I'm just gonna
I
trade
thought the
the
weaponsmith.
yeah weaponsmith. Soon is gonna be the toolsmith. I have to waste it for. If we do get a toolsmith, it's an option. First of all, can I do the unthinkable? Yeah. So yeah, I can go back trading boats with him again.
Here he is, the tools.
Hey, I'm not done yet. Thank you, I'm done with you now. Now where's the armor, so I can just trade in this. Because, might as well, because you brought the iron for me. So, we got 20, yeah, it was like, I'm doing quick math. 43 emeralds. Okay, so, 343 emeralds. So now, let me go ahead and get more. I need to get more wood. So we'll be right back by myself another axe. Yep. Now I'm going to give you the emerald, so for my holder. This is that. Well, I'll go get more spruce wood. I don't care if the iron axe breaks. Okay, can you give me a second? Where are you going?
Going back to
Can I just give you my emeralds? Is that okay with you? If I give you my emeralds? There you go. Guess I'm coming back.
Oh my god.
Run. I'm coming.
Be careful.
He's under the gravel.
Yeah, just
I think you missed a gravel piece. That's why I was trying to run down there. If you.
I was anyway going to go down there anyway. We should kind of light up the area, but I didn't realize how unstable the gravel was.
Yeah, I kind of ran out of torches.
No, don't worry, I don't have torches here.
I just fell down the hole very quick to make sure you didn't forget any gravel. It's like every gravel piece counts. Is that true? Here we go. Well, let me get back to mining spruce wood so I can make boats. True?
I find it a bit funny that I was attempting to,
It's like you can get like 10 emeralds, so in total you need like 17 to like if you're doing.
I'm just trying to get...
Oh yeah, I forgot to. I forgot to give you my damn pickaxe because there was some coal.
There's copper here too.
Mhm.
I'm just... You don't need to, it's just...
I'll just wait on it.
It's just...
Anyways, because if I mine that coal, it's just gonna be another emerald already. When I go back to the house and grab the coal, Joe. It's moreover, it's just, hey, grab emeralds here, then grab emeralds there. I need only like 32 pieces of wood of spruce, and then after that,
Just checking if the mountain's safe right now.
yeah, it's like
That's literally about it. Well, at least Gravelland's safety. So you don't just fall into a random hole. The only reason you don't have to worry about it is safe.
it's like I'm just taking some time to grab extra wood, like, because I think I'm gonna have to do the fleeture anyways in a minute.
Yeah,
Like, first I'll make the boats. Like, first I'm gonna grab, like, this wood, and then just make the boats very quick. Alright, let me get some oak wood, I just need to chop one tree down, so I do actually have some over spruce.
Alright.
Besides the point, probably might do is also, yeah, what you mentioned before. Go ahead and, do is mine the gravel. Just so we can get emerald profit out of it. A whole piece of land of gravel, true.
Well, I need to get more lapis first because I was going to, or I could just use the 14-3 bucket and just do it that way.
Well, I'm offering you could take my pickaxe, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I'll do it eventually. I'm just here to.
Yeah, I never actually did put a storage chest here. I think I'm gonna hurry up and do that right now. So I could drop this clay off for a minute, because we don't actually have you-know-who here.
If we had a stonemason, then that would have changed what we did.
Yeah. So I'm actually gonna do that much. And see if I need to make more.
And yet again, when us get around to if we do that with the gravel, at least I don't want to at least fall into a hole.
Yeah, and then you might as well start sinking down in a hole or something like that.
That's also kind of the reason why I went to it and started breaking it, was so then,
Yeah. I guess, I think really the benefit is you save people so they don't get a bunch of broken bones. So kind of, I think that's the benefit. We have a problem.
What?
Yeah, I need to remove a grindstone from here. Because, yeah, I think one of them is with the structure, the other one wasn't with the structure. I know we did place one here.
So one is planted, the other is with the structure.
Yeah. I think the one that's planted was this, so I'm just going to remove that. Take that back home. Do you guys really stuck in this cliff edge or no?
They have an iron golem though.
Or I have one extra boat, so I can add 11 to that account. It's already night. Are you up? Oh yeah, you're here. I forgot. No, I forgot for a quick second.
Yeah, we better go back. Well, excuse me, Mr. Stonemason. You're not going to be fed very good, okay?
Oh, sweet. Now we have him. So yeah, now I'm gonna actually hurry up after. I'm gonna actually hurry up and do the one that I have on this list, but I never did it yet. That was of all crafting. We have the one that is, hold on, I'm just looking down on my list. Yep, I have it on the list. So where's our stonemason guy? I know it's not him. I just want to make. I just need the stonemason before I put the emeralds on the list. Oh yeah, by the way, we do have the cooked tea crafter table. Know where the stonemason guy is at all? Hold on. Yeah, sticks are back on deal. Let me start doing that very quick. I'm gonna have to get more wood, do I? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get more wood. There he is. Hey. Hey. Okay, so before I start, what I want to do with him is I want to add 40 emeralds to our. So we're at 380 free emeralds. So what I'm gonna do from him is I'm gonna actually buy 3 bricks, 30 bricks, and get a crafting table.
Well, you need 10 bricks.
Well, I could, but I don't want to have an uneven number. So you could cook your clay or not, but make yourself a pot. Oh, by the way, we do need bricks to make that certain type of big pot. That's not a flower pot. After you do that, you place down your pot. Okay, that was the achievement for pot planner. Okay? Let's clarify, that's how you do a pot planner. Okay, I'm going to, you you want to hold on my emeralds, or you want me to bring those emeralds home?
I don't care, honestly.
I'll like this first one. I'm going to get more oak wood so I can do more trading with, you know, the sticks.
Make sure you keep planting trees then.
I have to wait until it's clay. Oh yeah, by the way, you did remind me I have to do this. We kind of need to make a, we have to update this about the stonemason. Now I have to go mine whatever block, you know what I'm talking about, he wants after stone. We get past stone. So now I would kind of,
Diorite or
yeah, it's like,
andesite.
it could be one of those two, who knows? Sure. I was gonna mention about the water, like, you know, there's mobs in the water, and like, I still need to finish my sandwich.
How dare you? I made that sandwich for you. You were very neglectful.
Oh, I never got to finish. Let me go finish that in a minute.
When did the librarian show up?
Wait, what? I didn't trade with him. Wait a minute. What was he abandoned the whole time? What type of book is it? Mending?
No, it's Riptide.
Well, at least it has the glass I wanted.
I have some books here. I can run home and get some books if you want me to.
Yeah. Like, okay, so we did have a librarian. Now we just need to get another one because it was not the right librarian we wanted. But somehow there was trades with it. Oh wait, while you're at home, also grab all that paper. Sugarcane. We can finally get some business done. Like, hold on. I need my phone battery. Yeah, it's 38. We can at least go about the next hour and then we can stop. Okay? So I can let my phone charge.
Hold on. I was trying to get to you, but never mind.
What?
I want you to do something.
So what is that one that you want me to do?
Alright, are you ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm first gonna trade these emeralds off with you.
Alright, well, what I was going to do was trade this with you. Okay, so
Oh, is it?
take it to the weaponsmith. It should get it up another level.
Okay. So yeah. Like I should have gave you the pots so that way it would have been like. That would be good to know that we did actually have a librarian.
I think
Yeah, you got the Zach. Now we can buy a diamond axe with Unbreaking 1 efficiency too.
Alright, I can come back with more iron if you want to just use iron.
No, I think we're good. I could just stick with sticks. I need to get back wool production after I get.
Or you want me to start buying a bunch of axes and just get the sword?
And include that. Okay, 387 so far. Put that in there. So, I'm actually going to wait until you come back with all that paper so I can do how much trades of paper. Like, I don't remember if I... No, I think I did trade with a librarian, but marked emeralds already, or I didn't.
do know is that there is a villager there. That's
I need to kill the fire.
oh yeah.
Okay, it's dead.
Looks. 8. King.
Oh yeah, so by the way, it didn't make it that far. Apparently landed in the sink. And you know what I did from there? I sent him down the drain. I could just make one more buck to make it even.
What do you mean? It was only 15?
Yeah, I made one already.
Well, screw you, we're not doing it.
Like, I want to be honest though, like, I think I did really, like, I think the first time I did Master Trader, I felt bored with it, but then when I did it for, like, the Switch, I think it was my second time I did Master Trader, I didn't feel bored at all doing it. Let's make it sure. So where is this librarian?
It was at the building we were at.
Oh, did he like walk out?
Might have. Or he's still inside. Oh, they're good. Librarian.
That's weird. I recall I never saw a librarian here.
Huh?
Okay. Paper. Okay, you could take more than that amount of paper. 35 emeralds for whatever knows. We got 18, but first let me go to the stonemason because I have more clay. Where is the stonemason?
Alright, I just bought some lanterns from him with emeralds.
Okay, so what is the book?
Stupid blast protection.
Okay. So we
Alright,
do.
throw him in the pit of death.
Not now, no. Delay his sentence until another one comes. True.
Like, you can at least buy 2 axes. They're about 3.
4 times the charm.
That wasn't enough though. I have to wait until its zeals get down, and then I can buy the rest. So I can buy a swords that's using the axes. See, got 3 axes.
Oh, I'll make sure when we do go head home, I'll make sure to bring them with me.
I'll bring the one at least because it's mine.
Cool, your deals went back down, so. Take this shit. And yes, in the meantime, while I was killing this fire, I did finish eating the sandwich.
I meant to finish eating the sandwich.
Well, so I finished eating the sandwich. I go bring the plate in. Here's the spider down on his rope, going down. Give me a little jump scare. I was actually gonna cut the the string with the plate. That's why I thought that I'm gonna put the plate set aside. Side Twitter. But okay, but first let me go back to the story. Very quickly, that just didn't happen too long ago. Then he comes out. I thought the idea just to come in here, grab my shoes, and just switch it between both. Well, it ended up happening was it landed in the sink. Then before I got to turn off the faucet, it ended up being under the pot. So I tipped over the whole pot, sprayed the pot with water, and got it down the drain. Well, I would have been fine with the spider, but, yeah, we do have rolls around this house. Okay. If I look for my stonemason in a minute.
I got something.
I'll start that right now for the sticks. So that way I don't get my whole inventory filled with sticks. Before I put my mark number down from a development trade, because so far I have to write on it, it was 29, but I'm going to wait until I'm done with all the trading I have to do. Then I'm going to write it down. So first I'm going to look for a stonemason around the village. She wants on back in. She wants to let her back in. You want to?
Give me a minute.
I need help just finding the stonemason. I'll let her back in, actually.
Come on, you want in? You want in? Come on in. I know it's so warm out there.
Mm-hmm.
I should grab those 2 books as well, man.
It's the villagers in their natural habitat.
Alright. Time to let Death Star bomb them. Did you see come towards the Earth?
But it would be like a rip-off version of Death Star because you don't have the rights to use the actual.
I know you don't have the rights to use that. And then it says 24 hours remaining. Like, at 24 hours remaining, like in that, but use all the materials. That says that. You know
Yeah,
what
I don't
mean?
see
The final day.
I don't see our stonemason. Can you help me find our stonemason?
I'll find our stonemason right after I make a crappy version of that clock in that's in that town.
Okay, because if I don't find the stonemason, I'm just gonna hurry up and mark down what I did. I need to like go back and get like more food. Yeah, we have like a little more hobbits to grow. Okay, I'm just gonna give you the emeralds, but first I'm gonna mark it down. So it's 35. So from 387, 35. 45, 387. So you get the 2, you carry 1 over from that. So it's free. So 2 makes it 2 again. So
Yeah.
2. So 22 emeralds. And then the odd number is 4. So 422 emeralds.
Okay.
So we're going on a good rate, aren't we?
Alright. It's starting at night. We are sleeping. One more. Oh, you
Jimmy.
bent staff in half?
Yeah, Jimmy.
We'll go outside.
Jimmy, we need the bed squad.
No, we don't need a bed one. It's called get a new bed, damn it.
Okay, we just need to go get the mechanics. Oh wait, it messed up the carpenters. Or the woodworkers, I don't
Hello
know.
there, sir. We got your bed repaired. Although it's a bit more mechanicalized than what we could have done. Okay, have a good day.
Does it have an auto talk feature? No. And that's how it would just end.
Yeah, sir. Hey, I've got you. You better get us some Bruce boats for this fisherman over here.
Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about that, like, I need to go back. I know I'm gonna lose my iron axe. I'm gonna first lose my iron axe, then I'm gonna use my diamond axe, start doing all this stuff. Like,
Oh, come on. I want to buy more diamond eggs.
how about you got an idea? How do you get us more flint? Yeah, you need a total of 72 flint. That's it. It's
Or
not
I
mu-
just keep buying diamond axes and...
It's like, I'm not gonna, like, whatever left over for the emeralds, we're gonna definitely use it for, first we're gonna have to do Star Trader, and then after we do Star Trader, it's gonna be like, What's next?
So my idea is I'm just gonna buy more diamond axes, and then you can just bring those up first before,
Or just preserve them.
or just preserve them. One of the two.
Well, we're gonna have mending books by the time, like, for sure, it's like mending.
Although it's a waste of it, it's just or alternatively, actually be more efficient with it, and of course just buy. If you only have an additional diamond axe, you know, buy. Just, like you said, trading flint.
I was gonna bring this up. Are you allowed to even make a bell in Minecraft?
Make what?
A bell?
Now, surprisingly, it's an item that you have to get only from villages. Or buy it off one of the villagers.
I swore at one point you were allowed to make a bell.
I think at one point you were allowed to before they got
I think it was only in the snapshot process, though, sadly.
But then again, I don't think they allowed you to in Snapchat.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the only thing I could say about Master Trader really is that use every type of villager you can to do a trade. You know what I'm talking about? Like Fletcher, I know you're going to be wasting your time getting a bunch of wood, but you have to trade for those emeralds.
Yeah, just the one thing I didn't like, the only thing I didn't like about trading with, like, toolsmiths and all that, just with armor and, weaponsmith, is that, trade one diamond for an emerald. It could have been, honestly, they could have done gold, but no, it was one diamond for an emerald. Although the pro about trading that, with them, though, is that you can at least get stuff, or alternatively, you just buy, just keep buying random crap from them, and they're like, okay, here you go, you know what I mean?
It's kind of good that I'm getting this. By the way,
Can you still look for the stonemason for me? Let's see, it's more efficient right now. 2.5. That is actually a little bit more efficient than doing diamond axes, so.
yeah, I was right. So go get 72, give it to me, then I trade, and then you can buy us our swords.
Yeah, so I kind of bought a third one for nothing, but I could use that as, like you said, a spare axe just in case we need.
I might use it for a spare axe because after
Or
all,
use that axe for farming and then one for just in general.
yeah, no, have one with silk touch and use for farming, for trade if we were going to continue trading after 1,000, right?
Alright, in the chest within the House of the Library, the big house we started making, I threw 2 books and clothes in there that was at our house, so you can trade that for an emblem.
I will actually do that in a little bit. But, oh, cool. There's the thing I was looking for. Okay, let's add another cap to that list. So I just only need, a total of 15 more.
Actually, I think I'm gonna wait on the flint, actually. It's fine, I'll just buy more diamond axes and then just like an iron sword or two and then fire diamond swords.
Okay, but can you just do a favor and look for the stonemason for me?
Alright.
Like, I tried to check his house like multiple times. He wasn't there.
He already hurled himself off the side of the mountain or something, or...
Don't want to see. Yeah, that's a good way to get their attention.
Yeah, that's a good way to get their attention. Alright, everybody, we're missing somebody.
I think you just scared them all instead. You'll find your villagers in the next village.
Yeah, I know, you will find your villagers destroying your house.
Wait, what? Book burning! And half a village was arrested and quarantined by other stuff due to the fact of leaving their properties without a permit. Someone made these dumb laws. And we should...
No, Ashley, no, Ashley, they commit arson. What do you think? Burn the light. You're learning about the real world now. Why you can't?
Learning. We're gonna start teaching learning. Is it fun learning?
No, wait. Everyone left.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't want to learn anything.
Yeah, but still, it's like...
Huh?
It's like, yeah, you keep the trade with the mining line. By the way, when it gets a chance, I do need food.
That's your problem. I can't find the stonemason either. You're right.
So, what could possibly happen? Maybe that's why a librarian showed up.
What could possibly happen was the librarian, our initial librarian, somehow lost his job, became a stonemason, and was like, oh wait, I can have my old job back. And took his old job back.
Yeah, maybe we have an imposter in the village. And it just begins a Among Us game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Among Us game, Bubba.
Okay, no, he's real.
Yeah, I know.
I think
No, the game just ends at the beginning. Well, you're expecting it. It's supposed to be real.
Never mind, he was real. You found him? No.
Oh.
I wish.
No, that would have been funny. Okay, I need to find our fisherman at. Because I just craft more boats.
I wouldn't really care as much because then,
It's like, you know what? It's so funny at this point.
anyway, they will become,
Like, we should just do is just already make our...
will become a new stonemason when well, so.
I think we should just make it, like, new masters. Like, finish up villagers. Like, there's letter workers I need to do that for and all that. Like, get masters done. You understand? I'm just looking for the fisherman. There he is.
Yes, hello, I am a fisherman, and here today.
Oh, so you were... So I crafted these extra boats just for you to just say, yeah, I just need one extra boat and then I'm at max trade.
Sorry, not grabbing anything. I'm
Huh?
just concerned about Psychic.
Concerned about what? So,
When I leaned towards you like that, I heard a noise and I was afraid something snapped on my glasses. Does that make
okay.
sense? But I'm not doing that again.
Okay, good news is we're at 51 emeralds, so in the next 49, we're going to be halfway done.
So yeah, the good news is...
It's like we went from... Wait, hold on. We like... Yeah, we went from like 182.
Who? I forgot the number. Yeah, you know that. All the way to there. So that's a big increase, isn't it? Can you give me some food? I need some steak. Okay.
So, like... Yeah, there's still like a lot, like... we have to do. Like, okay, so I have extra spruce wood, but I'm gonna have to get more for boats. So I'm gonna take my axe and just do that very quick. Get more spruce wood over here.
And doing the best thing, not praying, but exactly. But
It's more over. We're just waiting until the village grows up and like.
so you can make an emerald if you want to trade 6 pieces of leather,
Yeah, how much leather you have?
and the chest should be exactly 6 pieces of leather.
All right. Okay, so we can increase our total to 452 instead. Okay, let me do that after. Yeah, I'm gonna let these trees like hold on. Then I'm gonna put the saplings back. Yeah, moreover, after I'm done with this for sure, like master trader,
The real work can be done.
it's gonna be after I finish like master trader, for example. Oh, that's one thing I'm playing. I'm actually going to go ahead and finish working on the house, like build up I needed to build up at the house, like actual building structures, like you know.
Either that or you trade the iron I brought with us to the weaponsmith.
Okay, listen, I will trade the iron for the weaponsmith. Like, at the end, no matter what case, we're gonna probably go find a cave and get more emerald iron. Is that true?
I'm just suggesting to trade it, so then we can do is...
I know, we could just get our... I know.
No, I mean, like, the next we can do it for the toolsmith. Same thing.
Can you kill that polar bear? He's after me.
But you look like the best at you want it? It's food.
Yeah, I was just bringing that up because that polar bear was kind of freaking me out. You understand?
He was giving that cold dead look in his eyes. saying,
Yeah, he wanted to murder me so bad.
Oh, your stripes are mine.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
He fell off the cliffs. Ah! You killed my brother.
I would have killed the polar bear cub,
What about
but
the diamond sword of sharpness 1 though? But I think I made this enchanted and re-enchanted.
okay. Did you buff both ours?
Yep.
Perfect. Even though we had a vicious polar bear attack.
Breaking news: polar bear attack.
Polar bear.
Polar bear.
You know what? Yeah, I'll leave the rest of the iron here just so we can just do that. What you said. All right, I'm gonna have to go get more wood. So that's another 13 emeralds. So 13 plus our 51 stack is a total of 464. We're doing this. It's like, yeah.
We're making some money.
I kind of knew. I kind of knew this one would be particularly long in general. But the thing is, I don't know how long. Like, we could even have like 2 hours ahead, 3, you know. Tyler, I had to do the unthinkable.
What?
I had to kill baby polar bear.
Why?
He attacked first.
That basically happened, right?
Yeah, he apparently wanted to kill me. It wasn't because I did that to the unfortunate. I think it was more over. It was like,
Look! Our son is learning.
your son, about that.
Son's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, he just killed a human,
He killed innocent human.
even though he was being,
That's
even,
fine.
Even though he's feeding the polar bear exhibit. Because that was his job. He's one of the zookeepers who live here.
Oi, Bugger, do not touch the polar bear exhibit. I said, do not touch the polar bear exhibit. Okay, we have to go over there. Okay, I'm going to have to go over there because somebody's touching the polar bear exhibit.
Who's touching the polar bear exhibit?
That child. And now the polar bear exhibit broke. Now we have to pay them some money.
Yeah, we have to pay like the zoo money now, apparently. So we got a total of 4, 5, 6, 7 boats. And I only need like 5 sticks. Because I need a total of... that amount of boats. So I just need to press Y once on the spruce. I'll grab that in a minute. So okay, we're gonna trade off these boats, but actually before I trade off these boats, I'm gonna need a clean inventory. Oh, I need those sticks. It's like every stick counts for a trade. At least I'm hoping to just at least make 500 emeralds. Continue to 500. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. We might actually use the deep slate cobblestone to do that. Bring a village. Like, build some walls up for the village. Moreover, you can't tell if it's like... Worst part of rain is you can't even tell if it's going to become night or not. Okay, so...
I just hate that you can't skip rain no more compared to thunderstorms.
Yeah, it's alright. All I gotta say, it's alright.
Well, rain, it's pretty simple enough. It actually is good for fishing. When it's thunderstorm, at least you can skip it, so you don't have to deal with.
Yeah, but it's like... I got that going, where you had to have 5 llamas on the lead. You cannot use the trader's llamas. You do have to actually tame actual 5 llamas. It's kind of ridiculous.
But you actually have to find 5 llamas.
Yeah, you don't have to actually tame them, tame them. You only have to find actually 5, but it's easier to tame them. Even though you found your new boat transport, how you gonna do it?
So, we are here today to fish.
Like, I'm just trying to look for the fishermen very quick.
It is turning night. It is night.
Mobs are already spawning?
Yeah, I saw strays spawn.
Alright. At least I can't dump that. True.
Excuse me.
I don't think so. Yeah, that's probably one problem we're gonna have is like the ice. We can't light up the ice because the torch is, of course, going to melt under the ice. Am I right?
If we do a block, but the problem is the problem with ice is the Absolutely. So we need.
Huh?
Okay, your trades did refresh. There's our fisherman. It's like, it's so weird. It's like, you know, the trades are so expensive. You hang around the village for like 12 minutes or so.
Yes, hold on there, Felicia. You would like 20 pieces of energy?
Yep, my phone is at 20.
Oh no, your phone is at 20.
Well, we always can keep going by me plugging it in.
Alright, so we actually growing up. That's good. I just need to get.
Huh?
It's like,
Huh? Huh?
That I need. You stop dropping off of staircases.
I have to be right back at more wood. Then I will add up the total of emeralds I have. Well, I want to say at least I am really enjoying us bringing this village up. Like, that's what I'm really enjoying. But now I'm gonna have to take those shears and get us more beds. True? Or you go back to the house. You can get us more beds. You have a polar bear attacking you again? Oh my gosh.
No.
Yeah, I just saw from this screen. I have to go to him.
That wants emergency polar bear attacks.
I feel like that's the issue I have with the frost region. It's like, I don't know why, but polar bears always keep loving me and trying to kill me.
Thank you for breaking my sword, man. You took the shot. The shot.
Zach, can you just finish him? Because I just don't want to punch him. You know, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings, but.
I'm sorry you have to do the Crowless thing. I'd always... It's like, you know in Minecraft, you... Like, you know what I was gonna bring this up. What is, like, the only animal in Minecraft you always keep regretting to kill? I always keep regretting killing sheep and horses. You know that?
But they have valuable resources.
That's probably the only... Like, sheep is probably the only thing I wouldn't kill anymore.
Sheep is the least amount of valuable resource. Back in the day, you only got one piece of wool for killing them, so it's like... Yeah, they could stay right there, but now they're like, yep, provide food, better kill them, right?
Yeah, but I don't actually kill them for food. Like, the problem is there's, like, more animals around you that already has enough for food. And I'm referring to cows.
I believe, if I'm right though, sheep does give you more of a hunger. I believe sheep gives you less. It's like the same as chicken, but
Yeah, so I really find it no point of killing them. I know you might get the extra piece or so, but I find it no point of killing them. Like,
my helmet boots are about to shatter.
at least in the previous part, we found everything. So we're technically done with the water until we do the ocean monument. Also, we still have to do the 7 seas. Yeah, I need to, you know what, I need to check how far my phone battery is. Anyways, 19. Yeah, we can go about to 2. Want to do that? That's only in like 27 minutes.
27 seconds. Okay.
Or we could, you know what, add a little bit of cut.
Because really, the only thing we're doing right now is kind
It's moreover, it's like I would moreover play music during this, but it would be like, you know, it would ruin the point of talking it too. I don't want to.
Have to change stuff for the.
Yeah, a lot. Change a lot.
You have one to get to what?
No! Bugger. You hate when that happens. Like, I knew I was walking the right way to the water, but I didn't know how far the water was still.
Well, say, guess what? Time to get level 30 experience again.
Well, that's where I'm training a bunch. Am I right?
Yeah, you're trading a month. You're actually going to get it pretty fast. I'm training, and yeah, you're going to get it pretty fast.
How far was I to... I was that close to the water.
Yeah, you were that close. Are you kidding me? You couldn't turn around and just jump in?
I think I wouldn't have had time to jump in anyways. That's the issue. It was like, if I could took the hit, like, so, I had a water bucket. I should have put myself on water. So yeah, I didn't actually mark that down yet with the trades. I was trying to remember if I did or I didn't, but I remember I didn't mark it down yet. Because I did traded boats already, like finished the boats, did our stuff. I didn't even mark it down yet. So let me hurry up and finish the trades, then I'm going to mark this down. Well, I kind of, sometimes I don't regret, like, if I accidentally do die. Sometimes I don't care, because it's like I don't need it. You understand me? Like, that experience could have been wasted for, like, fixing stuff, putting stuff on armor, but... yeah, it happened. Like, I think I did die from Enderman a couple times. I'm just gonna recall life points. Alright, we'll mark that down. 28 emeralds. So it led us to 92 emeralds. So 492 emeralds. So yeah, you did get her all the sugarcane from the house. Did you or no?
Yeah, it's already
Here?
cut.
It's already here.
No, it didn't regrow yet.
I'm not talking about that sugarcane. I'm talking about the one that's in the house.
Oh yeah, I've already did. That was everything.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the house just to cook my food very quick. So yeah, like that happened, but... okay, let me actually cut down this.
Well, it's already been busted to night again.
Okay, never mind about me cutting down this big tree. I'll do it after, in like, yep, give me the bench. You're gonna have to go.
Remember the bench.
Yeah, we have to, like, it's so weird with librarians, you do have to juggle around. Like, juggle around what you need to do. And don't.
Alright, that wasn't the bench. It's the sun.
How about you just go sleep? And then, we'll do the juggling around the benches, because he's gonna probably get a different job.
He already has a new job.
Well, it's first, we have to, like, there's a compost bin there, so a farmer is an option.
He already got a new job.
What is that, a stonemason?
Nope. So I have a job for you. I have an idea. How about you make some glass panes?
Oh, he's a cartographer?
Photographer.
Okay.
Paper. We need paper. Then paper. And then he will give us the location of one of the places.
Actually, it would be both. Because first you need to get here too.
Unless you want me to just constantly buy maps from him. Hold on. Or do you worry Rufus might just be someone else?
Hold on, no, don't remove him. We got 32 bones here. So that's more sugarcane. Is that true? Let me speed grow sugarcane very quick. I'm gonna be here for a minute. We're gonna need more sugarcane than this, to be honest.
We only have one shot left.
Yeah, we're gonna need more beds, so. Yeah, let me actually, while I'm here. While I'm still here, I'll get a more beds, okay? I mean, at least more wool. Dang it, I wasted some of it on land by mistake. I don't know how much. I think I wasted 2 pieces, so I'm gonna make it even. I'll see. Yeah, I wasted more than 2 pieces.
Is there bones left there or no?
Why?
My helmet broke.
From a polar bear. Just heal for a minute.
I turned the corner, a bear, my armor broke, and I'm like, up, my leggings.
Stupid notifications.
Stupid goddamn bears that won't leave me alone. I'm trying to eat some tea.
I should have like 1 piece
Alright,
of.
the bugger is dead.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna worry about the beds next time. I just want to get those trades done.
The only ones that I want.
Yeah.
Be careful because,
Yeah, it's already 15 batteries. We might be ending in a short bit. We might wait until it's night again, actually. I might be able to do is, how many spruce trees actually grew? This looks like plenty, so yeah, we had plenty of spruce trees grew. So after I do like the biggest trades of emeralds I have to do, I'll total it up and then, yeah, let everything play out. Because I do actually have to do a relay chain with the cartographer anyways. Cartographer. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make a compass. Okay. So I got 7 emeralds from that.
it's pretty simple actually anyway. It's where you have to...
Yeah, so 7 emeralds. We got it's here, but I'm going to see about the Fleacher.
Ha.
So that means I know whose trade's resetting. Yeah, I actually do have enough spruce wood to be able to make the... You know what, and then I'm just gonna mark that down. Another thing we...
Survive 50 grizzly and polar bear attacks.
Yeah, there's like, no joke, it's like,
That was a joke because,
man, like, probably that's one thing I don't like about the winter region anymore. Was because when, like, I'm gonna brace this thing about Minecraft was first out with polar bears. Like, when polar bears were first out, they wouldn't even attack you at random. If you attack first, they attack back. So literally, pretty much the winter region was one of the safest areas. But now, thanks to these polar bears, it's like, hey, throw your safety out the window. Oh yeah, don't bother looking for the safety map. Because by the time you realize it's safe, you're probably more likely going to be dead. How exactly? Well, you didn't accept the terms and conditions of polar bears.
Imagine if that polar bear died.
Why?
He was trying to eat someone whole and he may have choked on halfway there.
Yeah, imagine one attempt to do that.
Ha.
Like, Jimmy, I'm more to live for. Don't even try to do it.
Last time I killed somebody, no, I won't get...
Yeah, well, instead, that polar bear doesn't happen like that. Instead, he goes to the hospital and realizes that he was born with a condition where he can eat people whole. I'm like, sweet. How many more lives do I have to take? None. You're arrested.
I know you're arrested.
For what? And then you see a hospital sign saying, admitting your crime, what you're planning to do in a polar bear club. Will lead to this amount of time, like, go over,
You
like...
have been suspended from the polar bear club.
I know, instead of going to, like, you know, physically, it's like you're suspended.
You have been suspended from the polar bear club. Please put in your permit quickly or I'll ignore your face.
Okay. We finally made it halfway through. From 492 all the way to 516.
For once, we're basically halfway done with Master Trader.
I'm hoping in the next part we'll get it done. Like, because it's not that much we have to do. It's like, I would express it's going to be like another 3 hours, so it'll be done next time. Drew? But we're not done with villagers yet, because I still have part 1 to do with villager. Or what, because it's achievement, I think there's the cartographer one. And Katagather. And, not Master Trader, but, Star Trader. I think we're gonna wait until it comes. Yeah, that's what we'll do. It's like almost about to be night.
Don't worry, sir. You will survive the polar bear attack. We got you a raincoat, and I know it will protect you from the polar bear attack.
Where was the rest of the armor I asked for?
Way back. gonna say, buddy, it's built within the raincoat.
Why would I need a raincoat when I need a winter coat?
Because,
I see the problem. Okay, it's already night. They're all sleeping.
go to sleep.
So yeah, we're gonna just so I can let my phone charge without it being empty from that. A little bit later. We are going to stop it here for now.
No, yet, no, not yet. We have the big moment of truth.
Oh yeah, right. Okay. After the big moment of truth.
I'm just kidding. It's not really a big moment of truth.
Huh?
Yeah, his deals are up high. I'm trading 50 cents for Emerald. Like, we might have to get more beds. That's it.
Huh?
Alright, more are coming. Think.
We still have, like...
Where did he go? Do I have to...
I don't know, where...
Did
Did the
too
child... Yeah, I think you did too early.
early, and I have to now...
Yeah, but where's the children? Like, where's that one child?
I don't know if I didn't go too early where, can't do it yet.
Okay, so it's like... Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, come on. And, so yeah, we're gonna have to kind of stop because it's already at 10 batteries. You didn't, like, you bought bets?
Bet.
Oh boy.
Bet.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with this deranged man.
You mean?
Well, it just does help a lot.
Honestly, it was more recycling Spanish trading.
Yeah, definitely.
I need your help. There's a lot more bets up there than you think.
How much?
A lot more.
Yeah, I want to hurry up because it's probably going to be 9 batteries right now or so.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop anyway afterwards. I'm just going to... I know I should save the emeralds for something else, but I'm like, nah, I just want more villagers.
Yeah, now you just want more.
Right now, instead of... although I could have waited and we crafted beds, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm still waiting until his boats are down. Like, I might have to empty my inventory of boats until I get more sticks.
Now I can hook up some cool banners on the place.
Yeah, you can do some design. Like, we have a loom, so you can actually get some dye and do a cool design.
Is this man wasting emeralds on stupid crap? Yes.
Probably.
Probably.
Alright. We're gonna stop, like... No, that doesn't look right. Yeah, we need that down. We need to pull it down.
Now look, see, it's 3 like this inside and look outside. 4.
Yeah, you know what makes it so cool if you take a look at it? It's 3 here.
Also here.
And 4. Okay, so we'll put this on the list because technically this is a color wool line, so we'll just put that on the list now.
All the purple beds I bought from the shop.
Well, I can't put purple on because it's technically not a piece of wool I grabbed. I grabbed a pet. So we actually have a total of 5 now because of those pieces of wool.
That I bought.
Yeah. So other than that, then we're gonna stop here. Yeah, glass is one of the things we'll buy soon, but we'll just stop here.
Mhm.
So this is all for this time. We'll catch you all later. Other than that, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, and I have to say, adieu.